And then where it says create new database, you can enter any name you want. I will call this database Learning WordPress, and then simply hit create. And that's it. So that step's complete. The next step is to visit wordpress.org and follow the download buttons to download the latest zip file of WordPress. So once you've finished downloading WordPress, go ahead and extract the files. You can either double click it, or depending on your operating system, perhaps right click and click extract now. And then you should end up with a folder called WordPress. Our next task is to move this WordPress folder out of our downloads folder and into a new special folder that was created just a moment ago by MAMP, XAMPP, WAMP, or whichever package you chose. Now the name of this new special folder and the location of this new special folder will differ depending on your operating system and the package you chose, but in general, this folder is referred to as the local host directory, and it will be usually named something like htdocs or public HTML or www. Now I would start by looking somewhere either in your C folder if you're using Windows, or somewhere in your applications folder if you're using a Mac. But if you still can't find this new folder, go ahead and perform a web search for local host directory, and then just include the name of the package you downloaded. Now once you've located the special local host directory folder on your computer, go ahead and move over, cut and paste or drag, however you'd like, but move over the WordPress folder that we extracted into this new special folder. Our next step is to open a new tab in your web browser of choice, because we're going to navigate to that new special folder that we just moved WordPress to. So on my machine, that looks something like localhost:888. On your machine, it might simply be just localhost. Now if you're having trouble figuring out what the URL might be on your machine and neither of these work, go ahead and perform a web search for localhost URL and then just include the name of the package that you installed a few minutes ago. So let's pull this up. Okay, so this screen is simply outputting a list of all the folders in the localhost directory. So right now the only folder is WordPress, but if we had another folder named test1 or test2, you can see that this directory will always show the latest contents. Now obviously we are interested in WordPress, so go ahead and click that. And the next step is to create a WordPress config file. Now, if we were actually installing WordPress on a web host, I would recommend performing this step manually. But because we're only installing WordPress on your local machine, this method should work just fine. So go ahead and click Create a Configuration File. And then there should be a button towards the bottom that says Let's Go or Next Step. This screen is where we give WordPress access to that database we created just a few moments ago. Now, if you remember, I chose to name the database, in my instance, Learning WordPress. The database username is root. Now for this password field, you can either leave this blank or type in root, and it really depends on the package that you installed, whether you chose MAMP, XAMPP, or WAMP. In my case, the password is root, but yours might be blank. This is definitely localhost, and then you can choose to put something here if you'd like. Doesn't really matter for your instance, but you could name this test site, or you can just leave it WP_, and then simply click submit.